I don't want you to think, oh, he said hack, so the other girl guy is doing something, so I'm not gonna do it. No. Even if you don't do something, even if you don't get elected to a certain position with the title, you still have the ability and the responsibility to do something in your church and in your area. And if that means just going to a Bible study and just participating, then that's fine. Even just doing that itself will make a big difference. Now, for the people that do become leaders, from my past 2 years experience, this is what I learned. You will deal with 3 groups. And this thing is dying out. So I'm going to do a little circle here.
Venn diagram.
Venn diagram.
No.
So,
Go ahead.
so the first group you'll deal with are the Uchins. Okay? Now, the second group that you'll deal with are the parents.
Nice handwriting.
Thank you. And the third group you will deal with are the kids.
Kids.
Youth.
Oh, not usually.
Oh, hi, Tony.
I think you weren't talking to me.
Okay, now where are you people going to be? In the middle.
Next
Right
Uchin.
here. The unhappy person here is you, as the leader, okay? Now, as leaders, our goal is to communicate with the Uchins, the parents, and the youths. In the prior years, as unexperienced leaders, even myself, I did not do that, and I paid dearly for it. Uchin also knows. So what I'm saying here is, for the next 2 or 3 days, your main goal is to learn how to properly communicate. One of your main goals is to learn how to properly communicate with these 3 groups of people. And all 3 groups of people are equally important. I will give you an example. When you have an event, there is no point in just informing the youths and expecting the event to be successful. Why will it not be successful?
The parents don't
Yes.
know.
Parents don't know, they won't be able to take them.
Parents don't know, so they're not going to send them. And even if the parents send them, what happens next Sunday when they come to church? Who's going to be yelling at them?
Uchin.
Why? Why are the Uchins going to be yelling at the parents and at the youths? And at you? Why?
Because they weren't informed.
Because they didn't know. They were not informed. So as
They weren't invited.
some leaders, you not only tell the Uchins, you also tell the parents and the youths. Now, how you talk to the Uchins? What?
I didn't say that.
I mean, it's kind of has to be like it's not that. Yes.
You've been dealing with this for 2 years, so you tell us.
That's what I'm trying to get out of you. Come on, man.
No, but
I'm trying to do something here.
Send them an email.
with respect.
Huh?
Respect.
With respect. But more importantly, what I'm saying is, you as an MGOCSm leader must be able to talk to all the Uchins in the area in the same fashion that you talk to your Uchin, with the same level of comfort. And that does not, it took me 1.5 years to achieve that. But now, I can call up any Uchins in the middle of the night and I say, this is what I want. He said, that's fine. Why? Because I have established a relationship with the Uchins in the area. It took me 1.5 years. And so for 1.5 years, it was very hard for me and Chamachin to do events. Even now it's very hard. I'm not saying it's easy. It's very hard. But if I and the entire team had established a relationship in the very beginning, it's not entirely our fault. It's partially, a lot of things are, I'm not going to know that. But if we had established a relationship in the very beginning, it would have been much easier. We would have had their support, we would have had their leadership, we would have had their knowledge. So as MGOCSm leaders, you must know how to work with Uchins. All the Uchins, the mean ones, the nice ones, the ones that are always talking to us, they're all. We have to have the ability to talk to them across the board. And it takes, our different talents within us. We have to learn to bring out the talents that we have within us. At the same time, we also have to have the ability to talk to the parents. Now, if there's an event, and you just go up to an uncle and be like, hi, uncle, yeah, there's an event, make sure you send your kid. That's not going to work. You have to establish a relationship, especially with the parents in your church. Talk to the parents once in a while. Hi, auntie, how are you doing? How is so-and-so doing? Are they in college? I haven't seen them in a while. And they say, oh, no, blah, 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 he's a good kid, he's coming next Sunday. You say, okay, that's fine. That's all. I mean, you don't have to do anything deeper than that. I'm not saying be fake about it. Be genuine about it. Show genuine care. I talk to everyone. I try to talk to most of the parents in my church. I mean, I don't talk to all of them. I mean, there's some parents I don't like, but I still talk to them. you as MGOCSm leaders must do that. And you can't be shy about it. You can't be scared about it. You can't say, oh, how am I going to talk to these people? I'm a young kid. No, that's not going to get you anywhere. And at the same time, you, as MGOCSm leader, must be able to talk to all the youths in your church, not just the ones in your clique or the ones in your circle. Because if that happens, only the people that you talk to will come to the events. The people that you don't talk to won't come to the events. And those are the people that we really want them to come to the events, because they're the ones that feel the most disenfranchised within our churches. Does everyone understand what I am saying? It is key that you understand this. And this is actually rolled up in all that when Robin was saying that in the beginning. It's a building process. It's a step-by-step building process. So by the time you leave, you know how to do this. So are you people going to learn how to do this? Are you sure?
Make a smiley face.
Because I'm going to ask you on Saturday night. And I'm going to expect to have examples from every single one of you people. All right? Yes, did you?
Tony, is it a good idea to speak on Sundays maybe to the congregation by asking Achin and tell them what's going on as well?
That's fine. I mean, a lot of churches. Did you ask a very good question? Did you ask, is it okay if we talk to the whole congregation as a whole after Kurbana is done and with Achin's permission? That is fine.
But that all goes back to you need to talk to the Achin about that.
Exactly. If you just randomly go up to Achin and be like, oh, Achin, listen, can I talk to the church after Kurbana? He says, no. He says, who are you? Why are you talking to all these people? But if you talk to them ahead of time, you tell them there's an event, blah, 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 they say fine, and then you do it. And then you stand in front of the whole church and you say, hey everybody, we're doing this, we're having this Bible study at this day, we want, that way, the parents knows, the kids knows, and the Achin knows. You hit all three of them across, you kill all three birds with one stone. But it's not good to say we're killing. We're not killing anybody on Sunday, but you get the point. Or on Sunday. On Sunday. And the other days, it's all good. Sunday. But yes, a very good question. And that's very important.
Yeah,
That's the question. Who all thinks that they could do that in their church?
not
Just as a raise of hands. Who all thinks that if they talk to the Achin and they ask, can I talk to the congregation on Sunday? First, who's going to be man enough to talk in front of the congregation about this stuff? And second of all, will it even happen? Or will your Achin be like, what are you talking about, and get out of my face?
That's a very good question, Josie.
Josie, you have to realize that. Have you ever tried doing that?
I never tried it before.
Well, I'm not trying to talk back to you or anything like that. But you have to talk to your Achin, and I know exactly what Sony's talking about because I know what he does and I know what Birigisham Achin talks about. And it's really hard to talk to the Achins, but actually, like, all the Achins in our area are nice. And if you just sit down with them and you just tell them what's going on, just shoot them an email. They'll be like, oh, okay, Mole or Mone, whatever, you're welcome to our church. But if you call them, Saturday at 12 o'clock at night,
No, I'm not talking about that, though. I'm talking about...
He's talking about he's saying who has the gut to do it.
No, not even that. Who in their own church can do that in their own church? I'm not saying me go to St. Thomas and say, Achin, can I talk to your congregation?
You're saying who has that relationship already with your own church.
Yeah.
He's saying if you don't have a relationship with your own Achin already, how are you going to establish a relationship with the other? Which is true.
And if your Achin doesn't let you talk, you can have Achin announce it.
Look, every Achin is different. Every Achin that I deal with is different. Some Achins like it when I email. They prefer it when I email. Some Achins like it when I call. Some Achins like it when I go to face-to-face and they expect nothing else. They don't check. They don't have emails. They don't answer the phone. He's like, why didn't you come see me? So you have to have the ability to understand that concept. Communication works in different ways. I use email, I use phone, I use text, and then I use violence. That's how I communicate. And if people that know me knows me. I need to call me sometimes and I'm screaming my head off at her. I'm like, why did you do this, blah, blah, blah. And it says, okay, this, that, she has this, and I believe, and we come to a conclusion. Communication works on different levels. As MGOCSm leaders, you must know how to properly communicate with these three groups. Otherwise, you will fail. I will guarantee you that. I don't want you to fail. I hope you will fail. But if you don't do it, you will fail. Huh? There is no gray area. There is absolutely no gray area.
What's a gray area?
There's no point in thinking like that.
And another thing is, after leadership camp, from last year's experience, after leadership camp,